Hello, beautiful people. Andy here. I went from depressed and a little bit suicidal to living a life of abundance and joy. Oh my God. If I can do it, you sure as hell can too. So, yesterday, I was feeling a few different emotions. I had a little bit of an emotional day. I was going through some stuff. And something that makes me feel really nice when I'm feeling a little bit down or a little bit sad is giving to other people. It just makes me feel damn good to take the focus off myself and my own perceived problems, and they are just perceived problems, but I focus on giving to other people, and that's what I'm going to sit here today and do with all of you. I want to give you a little bit of love, a little bit of reassurance, and a little bit of motivation. So strap in, put your seatbelt on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you a little bit of motivation, and I want to start by saying, all of you, if you're listening right now, which you obviously are, you're doing a really good job. You're doing great. Better than you think. It can be so easy, so tempting for us to focus on what we're not doing. I'm not good enough. I'm not going outside and talking to enough women. Or I haven't done enough starting my business. Or I haven't put in enough effort with losing weight this week. Or whatever your goals are. It's very easy to focus on what you could have done, what you should have done, what you must do, what you have to do, what you need to do. But take a little deep breath, take a little pause, and reflect. Maybe you pause this podcast right now and reflect on some of the things that you have achieved, what you have done. This is something that we do in my coaching program all the damn time. Once a week, every single time we have a coaching call, a group coaching call, we will go around the room and we will get everyone to say their biggest win for the week. And it's funny how often people will sort of not realize that they'd had all these big wins or these victories or things to be grateful for or things that they'd accomplished or achieved because they were so busy focusing on, but I haven't done enough, I'm not good enough. And when we get them to actually pause for a second and reflect and tell us what victories they've had or what they have accomplished, sometimes their eyes really light up and they go, wow, I didn't actually realize that I'd achieved that. I forgot. I literally was so focused on beating myself up and telling myself I'm not good enough and I have to do more that I forgot that I actually accomplished a lot this week. And this is something that I do in my own life. Every single night, I will write down a few things that I'm grateful for and a few things that I achieved for that day. Some steps that I took and what I worked on and what I accomplished. And I will share that with my girlfriend, Imogen. And this is something that we get everyone in the coaching program to do as well. We pair everyone up with a accountability partner, and we get them to share their wins with each other. And so, you can all take a leaf out of my book, a leaf out of the coaching book, and do the same in your own life. Find a friend or find a person that wants to be your accountability partner and you be theirs, and you share your victories, you share your wins, you talk about what you accomplished, what you achieved each day or each week or whatever, and you celebrate those victories. Because again, it can be so easy to focus on what you haven't done, but all of you listening have done things. You probably did something today. You probably did something yesterday, something to move you a little bit closer to the person that you want to be. And it doesn't have to be big. The ego part of our brain wants to say it only counts if it's something massive. It's only worth celebrating if I do a whole lot of action. No, the little baby steps are worth celebrating just as much as the massive steps. If you're starting a business and you earn your first dollar, that is every bit as beautiful as if you make $10 million. If you're going outside and you just even think about talking to a cute girl that you see, but you can't work up the courage, but you just sit there in your head and you think about it and you go, oh man, imagine if I could actually do this. That is every bit as worth celebrating as if you'd walked up to her and said, hey, sexy, like show me them cute little fucking dimples when you smile, girl. Damn, girl, you're so hot. Let's go on a date. I don't know what you kids are saying when you hit on women these days, but the little baby steps, the little tiny accomplishments and achievements are every bit as worth celebrating as the massive victories, but a lot of the time we overlook it. And so I'm here to tell all of you, yes, you listening right now, that you are doing great. You're doing better than you think. You've accomplished more than you give yourself credit for. You are capable of way more than you like to dream of. And I promise you the limiting beliefs, the doubts, the insecurities, the fears, the uncertainty, all of that stuff will be okay. I had all of that. I can't tell you how many times I've had doubts in the last 15 years. I can't tell you how many times I've thought I wouldn't make it and that I'm not good enough and that I'm not worthy. I've had that thought a lot about my content and my channel, Maybe my content isn't good enough. Maybe I'm never going to help people. Maybe I'm just not actually capable of doing great things. Maybe I don't deserve money. Maybe I don't deserve to help people. Maybe I can't help everyone. Like all of these sort of doubts and insecurities, you feel that doubt, you feel that insecurity, and then you just take a little bit of action anyway. You can have all those beautiful insecurities and that lack of confidence, and you can still achieve greatness. So many of you are sitting around waiting for confidence or thinking that you have to build confidence or saying, well, I'm not confident, so I can't go out onto the street and say hello to that cute, pretty girl. I'm not confident, so I can't start a business. I don't know what I would sell, so therefore I can't start my business. You're just waiting and you're procrastinating, and that's okay. I used to do the same thing. I still do sometimes. I still procrastinate from time to time. But you can feel that lack of confidence, and you can go, what do I need confidence for? Andy wasn't confident. The people that he looks up to were definitely not confident. Like none of my coaches or the people I learned from, they weren't confident. How the hell would they be confident? Confidence is something that you earn when you take a lot of action, and when you start to do the thing and start to achieve some goals, then you start to become confident. Confidence requires you to take action. You're not just going to feel confident before you've taken action. That would be insane. That would be deluded, wouldn't it? We'd call that delusion. If you're confident when you haven't even attempted something, let alone succeeded at that thing, we would call that arrogance and delusion. We would call you insane. We'd literally say, bro, why are you confident? You have not proven yourself. You're being insecure. You're being like machismo, macho, little bravado guy who has not even proven himself yet, but's talking mad shit about how confident and cool and awesome and great he is. We require evidence before we believe someone's confidence. That same thing applies to us. That same standard applies to us. You're not going to believe that you're confident until you've actually got some evidence to prove it. And so I implore you, I give you permission to go out there and gather some of that evidence. Go take those first few steps with talking to women if that's one of your goals. Go take those first few steps with starting a business if that's your goal. Go to the gym and fuck around and have no idea what you're doing, but hey, at least you stepped foot in the gym. Whatever your goal might be, take those first steps. They're going to be very shaky when you take those steps. You're not going to know what you're doing. You're going to feel like a bit of an idiot. You're going to feel silly. You're going to worry that everyone's looking at you or that they think you're a stupid loser who shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I've felt all of that with every new goal that I've started. I just don't care and I take action anyway. Or maybe I do care very deeply about what other people think and I take action anyway. You don't have to worry until your mental state of mind is perfect before you take action. So many of you are waiting for that. You're holding back. You're procrastinating. You're not living your true life and your authentic life and being your true, authentic, beautiful, amazing, incredible, fucking legendary self because you're worried. You're worried what other people will think. You're worried that your mindset isn't good enough. You're worried that you have to be perfect. You're worried. And it's okay to be worried. But again, you are doing a really good job right now as you are, even in your imperfection, even when you aren't exactly the person you want to be, even when you haven't achieved the things that you want, even when you're not super confident, even when you struggle with your mental health, and even when you feel like you're a bit of a loser, which you're not, but you might feel like that. I've felt like that a million times. You're still doing a really good job. All of those doubts and insecurities in your head do not make you any less of a legend. They don't make you any less of an absolute fucking badass. And so I want you to feel that greatness inside you. You know it's there. You wouldn't be listening to it. You would have already shut off this podcast if you really didn't feel like you had some greatness or some potential greatness inside you. If you thought you had no potential whatsoever, you would not be listening this far into this podcast. You would have already turned this off out of shame or guilt or anger or frustration or jealousy or any other emotion. You would have switched this off. And so part of you knows that you're capable of greatness. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel the pain of not having achieved it yet. Part of you knows that you can do beautiful things. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have the temptation to try and do beautiful things. You would have given up and live in a complacent, normal, average life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that life is not for you, and you know that. And so the fact that you're even here tells you that you're capable of greatness. You know it, I know it, we both know it. Come on, let's stop fucking around. Admit it. You are great. There's something inside you that's great. You probably didn't earn it. It was probably given to you. I didn't earn my own greatness. I've done great things, but I certainly didn't earn that potential. I was just given it, I don't know, by my parents, by society, by divine intervention, by random chance. Who fucking knows? I don't know why I have this beautiful life of abundance and joy that I have, but I'm very grateful for it. I don't question it. I did for a long time. I was like, what have I done to enjoy this or to deserve this? Probably nothing. Who knows? But I'm going to fucking appreciate it and share it with as many other people as I can, aka you. And that's what I'm here for, to share this mission, to share this purpose, to share this meaning that I have in my life and this potential that you have in yours. You are capable of greatness. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You are capable of greatness. Otherwise, I wouldn't believe in you. I would have just said, no, you're not worthy. Why would I even bother trying to help you? But I'm trying to help you. I've done like 700 podcasts on this channel and like another 600 videos on my YouTube channel and then like another 400 or 500 articles on my website, a whole bunch of several hundred emails for my email newsletter list and a whole bunch of tweets and Instagram posts and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've done all of that to try and wake you up and shake you up and show you that you're worthy of greatness, that you are great, that you are beautiful, that you're a legend. You just don't know it yet, but I know it. You don't even need to know it. You can take action anyway, even when you doubt yourself, even when you have imposter syndrome, which I have always had too. I don't have it so much anymore, but I had it for a really long time. And so I want you to go out there today and either talk to a cute girl that you've been wanting to talk to, or just walk around and think about that. Or if you're a woman listening, maybe you've always wanted to start a business and do your own thing. Hey, why don't you start researching today? Or why don't you go up to a stranger on the street and say, can I please have $1? I'm trying to prove to myself that it's possible to earn $1 just by asking. And someone will go, haha, that's cute. Here you go, here's $1. And you'll go, holy shit. I just made $1 by asking for it. Could I make another $1 by asking for it? And maybe this time I offer something and I will give them a smile, or I'll tell them a joke, or I'll sing them a little song, or I'll take a photo of them and send it to them and with my nice camera. And then you do that and the person gives you $1 for that and you go, holy shit, I just started a business. That's all a business is. Can I please have some money? And here's a service or a product that I'm going to give you in return. That's a business. And so whatever it is that you want to start today, think of the tiniest little baby step. Go out there and start doing it. You have no fucking idea how great you are. You really couldn't even begin to understand how many gifts you have that you could share with the rest of the world, that the rest of the world is desperately dying and waiting for you to share. You don't know how beautiful and amazing and great and wonderful and fucking legendary you are. But I know it. I've always kind of known it. And so I want you to go out there today and share yourself with the world. The world deserves to get to know the wonderful legend that is you.